So here in this video we are going to learn about routing. Okay, so how routing works in Qwik.js, right? So as you can see, all of that routing is done here in this Qwik folder, right? So for example, let's create a folder named routing, routing, right? Ting, right? So in this folder I am going to create my first file. So that would be like index.js, right? So basically what we are going to see, like how routing works. The first topic would be how routing works, right? Works with the Qwik, right? And the second is how we can create a nested routing, right? And then we will see how we can create dynamic routing. So when I say dynamic routing, it simply means that if I have to go to a page like for example a post, then an ID, right? So how I can do this? If I have to change to the second, it should open up the second block. If I have to change to third, I have to go through a third block. Okay, but I don't want to create the separate page for each and every pages, right? Each and every page, like I am just giving that information. Okay, 5 and 6 and 7. Then we will also see like how we can create routes for like if I am creating at multi-level nesting, right? So like post, then number 1, then review, then 1, like so, right? So we will see all this, and in the next video we will see how we can programmatically create a routing, right? So let's start with this. So the very initial phase is like if you want to create an about slash, okay, an about page, about route like this, right? So you just have to create a folder in our route directory. So in your route directory, you just have to create a folder, and in this folder you have to create an index.tsx file. This index.tsx file will automatically get displayed or linked with this slash route section. Okay, so at this so in this same way, as if I just enter, okay, so here you will find this mentor vikas and all that lorem ipsum p tag, right? So text like so. Okay, so at the same time, if I just want to create like in about, then I also want to create like me, right? A me page. So how I can do this? I just have to create a new folder within this about section, like so. And now I just have to create one more index.tsx, right? So I just want to create index.tsx, and here in this I just want to create a snippet for my component. So that would be QC, and it should give me a suggestion. So here we have our snippet, right? So this snippet is basically generated from an extension which is there, as you can see here. It's Qwik City, Mostish, and Party Town. This is the extension which you can use to create snippets, right? So for as of now, if I just want to go with okay, this is me page, and just save it, you can have this on my me section. As I press enter, now we should have a page here, right? But it is not there. So let's figure out why it is so. So in that about section I had created a me, okay, and in that me I had created an index.tsx, right? And here I had export, okay, so it should be export default, right? Export default default, right? And now we have this component like so. Okay, now if I just save it and go to the same route again and just refresh this, now you will see this page here, right? So this is me page. So as you can see, this is me page, right? So this is how you can create a route at single level, right? And at the multi level. So as I had told you that you have to create routes at single level and multi-level, so that we had seen. So next what we have to understand, okay, what should if I just want to like create a blog, right? So if I had used this blog, no. Okay, so I can create like one. So I just have to create a folder like blogs, right? And in this folder I have to go with a new folder which is like id, right? Okay, and this id must be wrapped into our brackets, right? So like so, and in this id folder, I just want to, okay, so let me give me a little bit of time. I just have to fix this first. cmd, and I'm sorry for this because my laptop have some issues. Okay man, I understand. Okay, I just have to fix this. Input be input x input, then x input float, and it should be 23, no 24. It should be 24. Now this issue is resolved. As you can see here that, okay, this is my page, right? So but if I am, so we were there like we have to create a route, a blog folder, and in this blog folder we had created an id, and here in this id folder I just want to create my index.tsx, right? And now I have to create a component. So to do this, I just want Q for quick and C for component, and I think E for export. Okay, this doesn't work. Okay, let's try this QC, right? So component bound is this, okay, QD if there is anything like so, QDC, no, it's not. So let's go with QC, right? So I just want to create a component, a blank component, and here I just want to say this is the nested page, right? This is our nested page, like so. Okay, so now if I just go to our blog route, so for example I am just blogs, and then after this I just go with one, but before this I just also have to default export this, right? You can also do this, okay, or you can also use this syntax export default in the name of the class, right? So here we have this index. We can also use instead of index we can also use blogs. So in my case I am more likely to use blog, and instead of this class I just use so this, and this will also work fine, right? So if I just go to here and just enter this, right? So this is our nested page, as you can see. Now if you see this, if I just go with the second, it is also going to render the same page. If I just go with the 4, then it is 3, it is also going to the same page. If I am just going to change this id to this 15152 this is also going to be at the same page. So this is how you can create a single page, okay, there where you can route all of the IDs which you just passes just after a particular route, right? So like so. But what if I just like enter this like one blog/1/review, right? Is going to work? No. So page doesn't found, right? So if I just want to make sure that even these routes, if I just do the nesting at multiple level, right? So this should also give me the same page like so. Okay, so how I can do this? So to do this, I just have to instead of just um, using this are big brackets, so I also have to use spread operators. So spread operators is this 3 dot, right? So now if I just save this and go to my route and enter this like so, now it will again give me this same page. Okay, so now I can even go further with any level of routes. Okay, and we have the same page again and again, right? So yeah, you can do this, but so now you have this idea, okay, how we can do this. But I am more willing to show you one more thing. Okay, so let's go to our first blog/1, and what if I just go to this blog. Okay, so we had created a blog folder, and but in this blog folder we do not have any index.page. Okay, so that index.tsx page is here in this id folder, right? So what about this? So should it give me an error, or it will just land me on this page, right? So if I just click this, okay, this blog, as you can see, this blog has give me this is our nested page, right? So why it is so? Because we had used this spread operator. Okay, so instead of we can also do this, like if I can also do this, what? Okay, we have this blogs, we have this blogs, and after this we have this, we had also landed to the same nested page. So you can use this syntax, okay, to do all these things, right? So the next thing is what should I do if I have to create a one level nesting more, like if I just want to go with like review and first or second or an id, right? Then there I should give an then here I should have a separate page, right? Instead of the same page I should have a review page. Okay, so how I can do this? So to do that, I have to create a folder within this index, within this folder, right? So let's create a review. Okay, review folder. Okay, so in this review folder, at the same way, I just have to also change this to our simple brackets like so. Okay, and I'm just going to create a one more folder within this, that is again an review id, review rid. Okay, let's change this to rid and use this big brackets. And in this folder I am just going to create a file that is index.tsx, and now this will be responsible for creating that multi-level routing and different pages, right? So if I just go with Qwik, it will create a component for me, and instead of this same name, I am willing to use another name, that is review page, right? So like so, and I am just also willing to export this review page. Okay, so let's qd q, is there is any snippet for q default? Default, no, it doesn't give me any snippet for this. Okay, not an issue. So we just want to export this, right? So let's export default, exports, export default, and the class name. Okay, so this is a class name, right? So this is what we have, we just willing to create here, and this is our review page, right? So if everything works good or fine, it should render on my route, on my review section. Okay, so to say this, what should I have to do? I have to go to my browser and just enter. Okay, and as you can see, it doesn't give me my page, right? So why it is so? Because let's try to figure it out. So we have this blogs, and there should be an ID. Okay, and there should be an ID, like maybe it's 123 124th, it's 124th blog, and we have a review for this. And now as you can see, we have our review page, right? So this way you can create our review page, and we have learned a lot of about our routings, right? So in our next video, I think I will explain how we can even get this data, okay? So this 123 124 and this review number 1, so that it can be show you, like so that you can use this data to display, like here. So this is the this is the first review of our 124th blog on this page. Okay, so as you change this data, it should also reflect on your page. Okay, so that we will see in our next video. So for this I think it would be good enough for you to practice all these, right? So let's meet you in our next video. For now, have a nice day and goodbye.